NBA. The Twitterverse has been on fire debating whether Zaza Pachulia undercutting Kawhi on a jumper was a dirty play. We've seen this highlight a couple times now. If Kawhi sits in Game 2 and the Warriors take a 2-0 lead, this injury could completely swing the series, right, Scott? Well, let's remember back in 2007. Robert Horry hip-checked Steve Nash into the scorer's table. Do you remember this?
I do.
Nash was not injured on the play, but Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw were both suspended for leaving the bench. Really swung the series and what was going on. In terms of impact, will Kawhi's injury be remembered like the Horry incident?
Listen, the Spurs won that year, and I think that usually, first off, I don't think people outside of diehard basketball fans remember, oh yeah, Horry hit check Nash, two of his role players, third or fourth best player, no, fifth or sixth best, fourth or fifth best players, whatever. Oh, Mari, I'm sorry, I forgot. I thought it wasn't it Raja? Who? It was Boris Diaw. So Boris Diaw was like their seventh best player. Mari was their second best basketball player. I would say that it would be, listen, there are series, but I think because of where it was in the postseason, I don't think you're going to remember. I think we will remember, case in point, we will remember LeBron and Draymond Green in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I think we'll remember Andrew Bogut's hyperextension leg in the finals. Like, I think the Warriors win if either of those happen.
Now, I think this is
also in the conference finals series.
I also think, though, it depends on how hurt Kawhi Leonard is. There's a small chance, but there is a chance he could play in this next game. He just twisted his ankle. He's been favored. He rested, whatever. He might play limited minutes, but there's a chance he could play. Now, if he sits Game 2, Game 3, let's just say, and it's really, I mean, you don't know. So I think it really depends on what the diagnosis is for Kawhi Leonard before we can.
What about
really
this statement, Shay? The Warriors are just better regardless. What do you think of that one?
Well, I hear you on that, but not if you look at the first 2 quarters of this game. That's not true, regardless of Kawhi playing or not.
Kawhi scored 26 before he was hurt. Remarkable in the Oracle.
The Spurs are capable of beating the Warriors. I think with Kawhi or without. I just think it's going to be a very close game. It'll be very difficult for the Spurs to do without Kawhi Leonard. But they're capable. They exposed them tonight. We saw that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the Greg Popovich effect. It's not all Kawhi Leonard.
I agree. They're going to need a lot of other help. I mean, Aldridge is also going to need it. And as he did in Game 4, a little bit of Game 3, Aldridge. He needs to kind of channel his Portland days, which I think he can.
It's going to be hard. No Tony Parker, no Kawhi Leonard.
You think Zaza intended on this a little bit?
I do. There was no need for him to take 3 steps back. One, sure. I said this to Tyler earlier. Athletes are very perceptive. They've got great vision, all of them. I don't care what sports you play.
Yeah.
And I'm told on a daily basis they're better drivers because they've got such good vision. That's what.
In terms of directions, or
yes, because they just see things that people like me don't see. I think Zaza Pachulia knew exactly where Kawhi Leonard was on the floor. He took exactly as many steps as he needed to hit his ankle. Now, it could have been an accident. I'm not in Zaza's brain, but I do know that it looked very sketchy.
Yeah.